Are we ready for weigh-in day tomorrow? Can you tell me? Weigh-in day is tomorrow, so it's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday, and I'm weighing in tomorrow, and I'm anxious about it, and I don't really know why. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I do know why. I have weighed myself on and off this week, and the scale really hasn't moved a whole lot, and I think I'm at the point where I need to stop weighing myself every day. I think for a while it's not a big deal, like in the beginning of, after you have surgery and you're losing weight and things are adjusting and whatever, but I think you get to a point where you need to do what you normally would do if you hadn't had surgery and weigh yourself like once a week and not try to do it all the time, because in the beginning, at least for me, it was like every day the number would change a little bit. Some would be a lot, sometimes it'd be a little. And now I'm like hovering in a certain spot, and that makes me anxious. But yeah, so I think I need to stop doing the extra weigh-ins. Anyway, so kind of stressed out about that. But I did have a couple of really awesome non-scale victories today. I fit in the chairs at church, which was awesome. They're kind of like theater chairs that fold up, and they're kind of low to the ground. And they're super uncomfortable, especially when you were 355 pounds. But now that I'm, 80 pounds down or whatever, like I sat down and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually fit. And then we went out for breakfast for Father's Day, and I fit in the tight booth at IHOP. I made another video about this, another short, so you can go watch the shorts if you want to. You'll see that there, but that was a really exciting thing today. But yeah, so I'm having a lot of feelings about weighing in tomorrow, and there's a part of me that's like wanting to set goals for 6 months and the next few weeks, and what I want to be at once I get to my 6-month check-in with my surgeon. But there's only so much you can control, and I can't go back to eating like 1,000 calories, because I don't think that would serve my body. And I can't. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing, and my body's gonna do what it's gonna do. And I would love to be like 95 pounds down by the time that comes around, but I don't think I can lose essentially like 10, 12 pounds, something like that, in the next like 5 weeks. I think that's asking a little too much, and it may not be completely impossible, but I also don't want to put that pressure on myself. So I don't know. I really wanted to lose 85 pounds by the time we went on vacation next week. I don't think that's gonna happen either, but I just have to be okay with that, because life is so much better now. Like I can fit into chairs and booths and all the things that I couldn't do before, and that's positive. So yeah, I'm starting to think about like what I need to do if there's a stall, or how do I prevent a stall, or how do I prevent it enough to where it's not like I'm maybe not stalling but losing less or something, if I get to a point where my body's adjusted so much that I don't want to stay the same amount of I don't want to stall. I don't know why that's in my head right now. So I did do some Googling on that, like what can you do to prevent a stall? And it's like, yeah, your body's going to recalibrate, and it's going to do what it's going to do when it's ready. But I know my body's really ready to change my workout. I've been doing the same YouTube video for the last 6 weeks or so, and it's been great. Like, it's served me well. I did it again this morning, and another new one this morning. So I did the same one and then a new one, and the new one was, good, whatever. Everything is like, I'm getting a lot out of it, but I know I'm ready for some change, and I'm hoping I can start going on longer walks. But of course the foot needs to continue healing and all that stuff. So, yeah. I'm there's a little part of me that's starting to panic about the thought of having a stall and like weighing tomorrow and having it not change, and how I'm going to feel if that happens. But I have to remind myself, like today I had 2 awesome non-scale victories. Fitting into that booth and fitting into the chair at church, huge. Like those are 2 super uncomfortable situations that I've been in, and like trying to fitting in booths, like wanting to go out to like meet somebody for lunch, and then sitting in that booth and having it like cut into me because it's so tight. Like, it was still hard to get in and out of it today. Like, it's just kind of uncomfortable because it's so tight. But I like when I was sitting there, I wasn't constantly thinking about it cutting into me, because it wasn't cutting into me at all. And then sitting into the chair at church, like the sides weren't, like I could fit. Like it was... So that's what I need to hold on to for tomorrow and every other day. Like, things have changed so much, and I'm so much more comfortable in my body and just living my daily life. And I just need to keep that in the front of my mind when I step on the scale tomorrow, because the scale doesn't show the whole picture. I've always heard people talk about how the scale lies. The scale is a liar. I'm like, no, the scale doesn't lie. The scale is just one piece of what you're doing. Like, if you're taking measurements and you're taking video and picture and weighing yourself and like taking note of non-scale victories and all of those things, like all of that together is the full picture. When you step on the scale's just giving you information. It's not telling you what your worth. It's not telling you, it's just telling you what you weigh. That's all of you. Your bones, your fat, your muscle, everything, So, yeah, I don't know. Whenever I hear someone say that the scale is a liar, the scale is not a liar. It's just giving you data, and it's giving you one part of the picture. So, anyway, I'm not going to go on that rant right now, but just preparing myself for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be positive no matter what it says, because I'm doing so good. I've had chances to just blow it lately, or not chances to blow it, but I've had like my past excuses to blow it, where I was super emotional or super upset, or like, was it Wednesday or Thursday? I got some news that was really disappointing, and I was really upset, and I really wanted to eat something. I think I made a short about that too, but I didn't. I chose to take care of myself. Today, I could have eaten a whole thing of hash browns. I didn't. I didn't eat the whole thing. I had a fourth of the hash browns. I had a fourth of the giant omelet I got, and I'm winning. I'm doing well. Is it perfect? No. Will the scale show me what I want to see tomorrow? I don't know. But just how I feel, and how confident I feel, and how, I don't know. I'm in such a good place, and I'm very, very thankful for that. So we're going to hold on to that and go into tomorrow with confidence, and we're going to make this coming week count like we have made every other week count. And whatever we end up at before vacation is what we end up before vacation. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Well, weigh day is here. It has arrived. I've completed my task, and I'm not disappointed. All right, so I have my numbers in front of me this time. So this morning I weighed in at 271.9. That means I'm down 2.8 pounds this past week, and that's a total of 83.1 pounds. Yay.
Oh my gosh.
So happy. Like, even a pound would have been lovely just based on what I was weighing last week, but I'm so relieved. So relieved. And not just because the weight is down, it's just like the feeling of knowing that my effort actually made a difference, if that makes sense. Like, I worked really hard and I was wondering if it would show, but again, like, the fact that I fit in that booth yesterday, the fact that I fit in the chair at church yesterday, those are just gigantic life wins. And the scale's gonna stay home. It's gonna stay in the bathroom forever, but how I fit into life and get to do life, oh my gosh, that's so much better. Anyway, so yes, I am 271.9 pounds, or 271.9, I can't talk today, pounds, down 2.8, 83.1 down. Vacation is next Wednesday, so that's a week and a half, or a little less than a week and a half. And I wanted to be 85 pounds down by that time. I was going to say by my birthday, not my birthday. I've already had that. I wanted to be 85 pounds down by vacation. I need to slow down. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Like, I could potentially lose 1.9 pounds. It's possible. But also, I've had a couple weeks where I've lost like 1 solid pound or 1.2 or whatever. So I'm close. And if I lose a pound, that's fine. If I stay the same, would I be disappointed? Yes. I'm not going to lie and say I wouldn't be disappointed. But is it the end of the world? No, because I've lost 83.1 pounds and I fit into a tiny, tight booth and I fit into the chairs at church that they're now replacing. And I can't be mad about that. So I'm glad I had the conversation with myself yesterday about like how to deal with today. Because I feel like I'm going to have that conversation with myself more as time goes on, just because as you lose weight, you stop losing, you stop losing as fast. You get to a point where you're just losing like what they say is a normal person, if that's even a thing. But like, you get to a point where you're losing 1 pound a week, and, or if that, and so that's going to come at some point. And I just need to remind myself of all of the non-scale victory wins, like all the things, all the milestones I've hit of being able to do certain things and being able to accomplish certain things and being physically able to do certain things. And then just kind of look at my progression and working out and how I'm healing and my relationship with food is improving. And because the scale is like I talked about yesterday, the scale is one measure of all of this, but there's so many other ways to measure success with this, like how your clothes fit. If you're able to go on roller coaster rides, if that's something you want to do. I do not want to do that. There's so many life things to measure your life by, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but anyway, so that's the deal. I am going to be just continuing on with what I've been doing, eating my salads. I'm going to be having my protein, or not my protein bread, my fiber bread. I'm going to be planning meals. We're definitely going to be wanting to eat the stuff that we have in the house this week, just because we'll be gone and I don't want to have a bunch of stuff in the fridge that we let go bad. So this week is going to kind of be a eat what you have, get what you need. I was going to make a recipe yesterday and ended up not doing that, and I think that was probably a good thing. We can wait until we get back for that. So 21 weeks and I'm 83. Like, my life in so many ways is so different from what it was. Like, so many things are so much easier than they were before, and that's just a cool thing, and I'm so thankful. This, doing the surgery is like the easiest part of the whole thing, to be honest.
there's so much adjusting and so much that you have to think about, and so many different situations that you didn't think about before that you have to think about now. And now you're thinking about protein and fiber more than you ever have in your entire life. At least that's the way it is for me. And then, you know, you still have the food noise. I don't have a ton of food noise, but I've also been allowing myself to have some of the things that used to be food noise. So it's like I'm not being deprived of that area. But anyway, like things change so much after surgery, and there's so much you have to learn about how your body operates and a new way of thinking. Like I think I've said this in another video, but before I had surgery, I told myself that I wasn't just going to do this and then just diet. Like this wasn't going to be a temporary diet. Like this is my new lifestyle. I have a new lifestyle and I have to embrace it and have to figure it out, because this is my new existence. I'm not going to go back to what I was doing before. I'm not going to tell myself I can't have a bunch of stuff, because no, that's never going to work. I have to find a way to find balance with everything. And I feel like I've been doing that pretty well. And I'm very, very thankful. So anyway, so starting off Monday with good news. I'm very thankful, but I also feel like I prepared myself for what would be the worst, which is like 1 pound loss, which is not the worst. And I think because of that, it makes this even more exciting, but I think I would have been okay. Like I would have been disappointed, but I still would have been thinking about all the things I've been able to do and what I've accomplished. And traveling is going to be so much easier now. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So let's give it all we've got this next week. I haven't decided if I'm going to weigh in the day of vacation, or if I'm still going to do the Monday. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that, because I'm like, I know I'm not going to weigh myself until whatever day I choose, but I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do there, because of vacation, we're going to be gone over the Monday, so I could weigh myself when I get back the following. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's the update. Just want to do a quick reminder. I am on TikTok and Instagram. I do post like short reels of updates and things there too. And I do update YouTube shorts with those same things a lot of the times too. So there is some videos, content of little things that happen. The non-scale victory thing you had yesterday. I think that'll be up before this video goes up. So, but if you want to go watch those too, because that's not the same content as this, just so you know that that's out there. There's more content to be watched, because I would love to connect with you. You know, on TikTok, I'd love connecting with you here. So just know that that's available. So on TikTok and on Instagram, I am at Unfettered, and I'll put that on the screen for you too, so you can find that. So anyway, I gotta work out now.
Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to hear from you. Please comment below, like, comment, share, do all the YouTube-y things. Supports the channel, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.